Oh yeah, update 3.0 is here, yeah. Expect the unexpected, and the madness is running wild. It's funky like the monkey tower, a power too sweet to be sour. And it's all coming up next, take it!
ValleyFlyin.
Hey, what's up all you Valley Maniacs? ValleyFlyin here, I am back. Welcome to the channel. Update 3.0 is here, and in my opinion, this is the biggest update that we've gotten to the game since over a year ago in beta. Yes, beta. The update that they switched around Blitz and added that arena mode. I think that this is the biggest update since then. A lot of good stuff here, guys. I'm really excited about this, but it wouldn't be a Fox Next update without some bugs. We're going to talk about that at the end. I'm going to save the negativity to the end because most of the stuff that I'm going to talk about is pretty positive. I've been making a lot of negative videos, and I will call you out, Fox Next, when you do something wrong. But I think this is a really good update. So let's talk about it. Let's go over to the dev blog and talk about what are some of the major notes of this. And obviously, it is Alliance Wars, huge mode, and I think this is a fun-looking mode. I've been very excited about this from the start. My major concern has always been the potential time sink of this mode. So hopefully it's good, and hopefully it's not too much time that we need to invest to be competitive at this mode. I really like the strategy that this offers. I'm going to talk a little bit more about that later in the video. I'm going to talk about the Wakandan team first. Now, interesting note here. On this release notes in the dev log, it says, complete the Wakandan raid team with 3 new playable characters, whereas everything else, even the in-game mail, has said 2 new playable characters. They mentioned Okoye, Shuri, and M'Baku. So, question here is this dev blog wrong, or is some of the other communications that we've gotten about this update wrong? Something is not correct here. I hope it is all the other communication, and I hope Shuri is coming this update because she looks very strong. Very excited to get her. Yes, I am excited. I am excited about the legendary Shuri. I think she looks very good, and she's a very good addition to that Wakandan team. The rest of this stuff, the rest of this user interface stuff, I'm not exactly sure what has changed. If you guys know what has changed, let me know in the comment section because I'm not sure. And then we got a bunch of bug fixes as well. We got a bunch of new bugs. I'm going to save that to the end though. So let's get back to the game, and we'll talk about Okoye first. No, we're going to talk about M'Baku first, then we're going to talk about Okoye, then we're going to get into the Alliance War and the data mine. Yes. All right, so M'Baku, this guy looks strong. This guy looks very strong as a protector, especially in that Wakandan's team. Looks like a good protector outside of a Wakandan's team, but in that Wakandan's team, oh my goodness, this guy is going to be a nightmare to deal with, and not a lot of fun if you're playing against him. All right, so let's talk about his kit real quick. Basic, just a lot of basic damage. Interesting note here, on target dodge. So Spider-Man, Vision, M'Baku is looking for you, baby. All right, he's gonna get a bonus attack for 100% damage. That damage just goes up as you level this skill. Interesting one. All right, and then let's take a look at his special. This is very important for him because this is where he gets taunt. And a tank wouldn't be very good without taunt, so this is where he gets it. Now, he gets taunt, he gets counter, and he gets charged with this too. He gets 2 charges when you're up at level 7. He gets 1 charge at level 6 though, so you don't need to fully max this out to get the full benefit of this, but looking good. It's good stuff. You're gonna need this, and you're probably gonna want to open with this when you're using M'Baku, especially in that Wakandan's team. All right, and then he's got his big damage move with his ultimate, JABARI Avalanche. It's an attack to a primary target and attack to adjacent targets. Now, little interesting way that they worded this here. It's a little confusing, and I'm going to give you my interpretation in just a little bit, but he's going to get more damage, but on kill, chain to target adjacent to primary and attack that target and all adjacent targets for 100% damage. So the way I'm interpreting this, because the wording is very strange on this, but the way I'm interpreting this, if he gets a kill, he's going to pick a new primary target at that point, and then he's going to attack that new primary target and the adjacent targets around that new primary target for X amount of damage, depending on how high you level this skill. All right, and let's get to his passive, because this is where a lot of his kit and a lot of that Wakandan synergy comes into play. So when he gets defense up, he's going to heal for 5% of his max health. If he already has max health, he's going to get an additional defense up. And then this is where he really gets that synergy with Wakanda. while in charge, she's gonna get a 50% block chance. At level 2, it goes up to 75, and at level 4, 100% block chance. Now, the block amount goes up per charge. So, where does he get all these charges? Because 2 charges, not that much. That's what he gets from his special. It looks like he's gonna get it from Shuri. So, I'm even more wanting to get Shuri now. The legendary Shuri. She looks very strong. And I hope she's coming, and I'm farming that Green Goblin hard so I can get her on that first go round and hopefully complete this full Wakandans team. Very big addition to that team is M'Baku because he is their protector. Let's go over and talk about Okoye. So to look at Okoye, we need to go to msf.gg because she's not a playable character yet. Her kit is not in the game, but we have seen her kit for a while because she has been in the game for a long time as a non-playable character. All right, so this is what her kit looks like now. Spear Strike, she's gonna apply defense down. It looks like this is going away. It looks like this is gonna be a Dispel. She's gonna clear some positive effects with this basic. Still a good move, but not as strong as applying defense down for 2 turns. Oh my goodness. All right, special is Precision Strike. Now, this is where it looks like she's gonna be applying the defense down. That ability block for 2 turns, that's going away. Or it looks like it's going away from what I've seen. Attacking the primary target for X amount of damage. It's going to apply defense down, chain to target for damage. And the counterattack is going to break this, obviously. Aerial implant. This looks like it stayed the same for the most part. She's gonna attack the primary target. She's going to get offense up. She's going to get piercing, and she still looks like she's going to change the speed bar. All right, let's talk about her passive. Now, this is where she really gets that synergy with the rest of the Wakandans. Still looks like she's getting that piercing damage to all attacks, and still looks like she's getting some assists now for each Wakandan's turn, but it looks like it's based around charged. She's getting charged when there's a crit from her or a Wakandan, and those crits are going to be key for this assist now. So still looks like it's going to be a lot of crits or a lot of assists when you're on a full Wakandans team with Okoye. She's also looked like she's getting some defense up, or when she gets defense up, she looks like she's getting immunity. Let's get back to the game, and we're gonna take a look at the Alliance War, the major part of this update. All right, so here we are in the Alliance War section, and first thing I gotta check out, guys, is the store. So a lot of rumored characters in this store. Good stuff here. Some good characters as well. Not on my screen right now, obviously, but it looks like we're also, in addition to these characters, it looks like we also have a mercenary sniper, Cable, coming to this store, Shield Operative, which is really nice, Pyro, excellent character, and need him for that Brotherhood team, and Carnage. You're gonna need Carnage to farm Shuri, so important character. And we got a bunch of gear here. We also have a bunch of orbs here that are purchasable by this thing right there, that Alliance, what is that? Elite War Credits. And the rest of the stuff in the supply stores looks like it's purchased by these war credits. All right, let's take a look at how you get all those rewards. Well, when you win, you get 100,000 gold, 2,000 of these war credits, and 500 of these elite war credits. That's for those orbs. And if you lose, you get about 1/4 of those rewards. None of these elite war credits, though. All right, and this leaderboard is important as well. So additional way to get these T4 ability mats with these leaderboards. How do you score these? Well, you got to score a point in the war. So every point, you get a point on the leaderboard, and nobody really has any right now. It says that this ends in 5 days, so I'm not sure if these raid season leaderboards only last for a week or so. If it does, pretty nice, because that'll be a lot of these T4 ability mats that we'll be getting. All right, so here we are in the set defenses screen. Some of the bonuses for these rooms have changed since the data mine, and that's the kind of thing with the data mines. They're always subject to change. Important ones, Flight Deck, no bonuses now. Hangar now has a global bonus of, what is it, applying deflect to all attacking allies. So good stuff, because it's giving your attackers a little more survivability. Let's go into this engineering room, because this is where I'm going to be placing my defenses. And if you look, we have all these defense squads here. 17,000 shield squad, no fury, all the minions though. And you can see what the bonus is for the room that you're currently in for this engineering room. Adjacent rooms are going to have defense up to the defending allies. And if you want to check out all the bonuses for the room that you're currently in, you could go here So this room has the global bonus from the med bay, the global bonus from the barracks, and the current room bonus of the defense up. So the adjacent rooms, it includes the room that you're in and does not go diagonal. Some other small changes. We got some little reduction of the global bonuses of the armory and the barracks. And then the med bay also got a little nerf as well as far as their bonuses. This used to be at 50% in data mine. It's at 40% now, which I think is good because 50% is huge. 40% is still huge, but 50% is even more huge. The barracks, you got your 20% to max health, damage, armor, resistance, focus to defending allies, and you're gonna get an extra 10% to military allies. So War Machine, Iron Man, Winter Soldier, and Captain Marvel right now looking like they're getting those bonuses. The Armory is doing the same thing to your attackers. And you can switch around these rooms where you want to place them. Where's the most strategic for your alliance? I'll leave that up to you guys to determine what is right for you guys. But for me, I would definitely switch around these rooms here. I don't like how it's placed default. I do like the flight decks on top, and I like the reactor and bridge all the way at the bottom, but some of these other ones I would probably switch it around just a little bit. All right, let's take a look at the rules real quick, guys. I'm going to go over them basically. A lot of this we already saw in some of the recent dev blogs and some of the videos that they got out, but it's a 24-hour war. You're matched with another alliance. Now the matchmaking is going to be very important here, guys, because if it's not good, this could be a very bad game mode, especially if you're a lower level alliance and you get matched up with an alliance that's way more powerful than you, could be bad. And it kind of takes the fun out of it too. If you're a higher level alliance and you get matched with that lower level alliance, it's just not going to be as fun, although you will do very good on the leaderboard, so not necessarily a bad thing if you get matched with that. But if you're the lower level alliance, it's gonna suck, really. You're gonna use war energy to battle defensive squads and score points. War energy is regenerated during the duration of war, and war energy refills can be used to refresh war energy for additional attacks. Now, there is a limit to the squads, because if you place all of your squads on defense, you're not going to have a lot of attacks on offense. So it was mentioned that you can defend with not full squads and attack with not full squads. So some strategy there as well. You're going to get points for each character that's defeated at the end of the battle. Some characters don't count, and you're going to get the points for that room when you defeat the whole room. The alliance that wins the most points wins the war, and if the score is tied, the match will end in a draw. And I understand that because you could coordinate with the other alliance and just get tie, and yeah, it could get very bad. All players that participated in the war will receive the victory or defeat rewards. Participation rewards includes at least one attacker boost. You must be in alliance for 5 days to receive the season rewards. So those are those T4 materials. The points you earn towards the award will be applied towards that season leaderboards. Winning alliance will also get a leaderboard point bonus, which is based on a percentage of the alliance's total collection power calculated at the end of the war. So yeah, the collection power does come into play. Now, this is an interesting thing. Power up your roster during a war will impact your attacking characters, but not your defending characters. So a little different than Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes for those of you that do play that game. If you're not familiar with that game, everything gets locked in once you enter a war, and you don't get to upgrade anything, or none of the upgrades that you get count towards that war. This one, it applies to your attackers, but not to your defenders. If you leave during a war, your defending characters will continue to defend a helicarrier for that war. And when you join an alliance, you have a 24-hour cooldown until you can set your defenses. Setting up defenses, you could set your defenses between wars, also known as peacetime. Yeah, we already talked about a lot of this stuff here, and looks good. So characters can only be used once per war. That is attack or defense. And you could stretch your rosters further by bringing fewer than 5 characters into battle. Each room has 2 slots for 2 players, and each of those players can set 8 defenses. And you could gain the access for the rooms from what we just showed you. So overall, I'm very happy with this mode. Looking forward to it. I think it has a lot of strategy, something that I like. But like I mentioned, pitfalls of this mode is the matchmaking and the actual time required. Could lead to some burnout very quickly if those aren't balanced correctly. So if you've been playing this game for a while, you know that with every update comes a new data mine. We got some new ones here. This is a rumor from before the update dropped. a rumor of Falcon. Now, I'd take that one with a grain of salt because this image has been in the game since beta. The Magneto event looks like it is coming back. The dates are April 3rd and ending on April 6th. So next week looks like Magneto is coming back. Do you guys have your Brotherhood and X-Men ready for it? And the release method for M'Baku is here, at least according to the data mine. M'Baku will be available in the JABARI Chieftain Blitz starting on April 4th, so next week as well. But you recruited him early by purchasing the JABARI Chieftain Orb via his offer in the store. Usually those come out on Thursdays or Fridays. Maybe they'll bring that a little early, but I would expect that sometime in the near future, and then this Blitz next week. Also, he is featured in the Red Star and Elite Red Star orbs with 4 times the drop rate from now until that Blitz starts. All right, we got more info on the team-up events that are coming back. Ant-Man and Wasp. Already talked about that a lot. Rocket is coming back as well, and we got some info on new blitzes. Now, I would take this one with a grain of salt. Talking about the M'Baku blitz, but also info on a Shuri blitz, which is weird because she is a legendary character, so I'm not sure if this is old info that is still in the data mine. But they're also talking about Shield Trooper blitz, Shield Medic blitz, Shield Operative blitz, and a Shield Security blitz. No dates on any of these, just the names in there. And there is a login reward, although those are bugged right now. So let's go talk about the bugs. All right, and it's almost a routine now that with every update we get more bugs. This update is no different. What is still broken in the game? Well, these free orbs, at least for me, are still not working. It goes right to the store. And the other thing, I did not get my login rewards this morning, guys. When I go here, I can't, if I click on it, nothing happens. So let's go over to Reddit and see what the dev team had to say. Now, they didn't respond to this until almost 13 hours into the update. We don't have an ETA on a solution yet, but I wanted to let you all know we're aware of this issue and we're working on it. I will update this post as soon as I have some new information to share. This post has not been updated for the last 6 hours, so hopefully they will fix this soon. But it's becoming a trend, guys. With every update, seems like something else breaks, which happens. But I would like more communication from you, FoxNext, when these updates go live. At least someone on the Reddit saying, hey, we're working on this, we have a solution, would be good for the peace of mind, because I think overall this is a very good update. A lot of stuff here. The dev team did a good job on this part. I never really have complaints with their character models, with the animations, and the actual gameplay. It's all this other stuff outside of the game that I always have complaints with, except for the Red Stars. I've complained about them since even before they were released. Jeez. Alright, so that is it for this update, guys. My overall impression is a thumbs up. I hope they fix these bugs sooner than later. Alright, so that's it for this update, guys. Alliance Wars looking very good, looking very fun. And I look forward to playing it, and I hope we don't get some of these pitfalls that I mentioned earlier. The Wakandan team looking very strong, looking very fun. I want to try these guys out. I'm so looking forward to trying these guys out. I hope they come into the game sooner than later. We have M'Baku's date. I hope Okoye is available soon as well. And then Shuri. Waiting for you, Shuri. Bugs, I hope they fix them sooner. And I hope we get more communication with all these things. That's one of the big complaints that I have with FoxNext and this game. It's never really about the gameplay. It's never really about the character models, the animation. All that stuff is solid. That's why I'm still playing this game, guys. But with some of the communication, with some of these bugs, with some of the business practices of FoxNext, especially with the Red Stars, I do have a problem with, and I will call you guys out. But overall, guys, I think this is good stuff. Check out some of my other videos. Subscribe to the channel. Smash like. Links are in the description. I will see you next time. ValleyFlyin out.